special icon that, bam, we're live. I'm going to see if I put, I'm going to see if I send you a text. Do I swipe left or right or something? Is that how I do it?
No, it should just be like a click and hold.
Test. Okay, now I'm holding on to what I just sent. Oh, unsend.
Yeah.
Holy shit. There must be some sort of window.
Maybe.
Crazy. I think I sent Darian the link.
Yeah, you did.
It's good morning, Bruce Spiegel. I did.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne Spiegel. Bruce Wayne. Kenneth DeLapp. Spiegel. Odd. Audrey. Good morning. She's here. Brandon Waddell. Hey, thanks for sending me you snatching 125 pounds with one hand with a barbell, dickhead. Want to see it? Let's see if I have it here. Oh no, maybe I put it in my live call-in show. Yeah.
No.
It's pretty.
That's dope.
Actually, yeah, it is actually pretty impressive. Jamie Latimer.
Oh, don't sell him short. It was 135.
Oh, is that what he said? What did I say? 125.
Yeah.
Been craving. By the way, he looks much better in this video than he does in his profile pic. Let's see. How come this thing won't scroll down? Okay. Vindicate. Good morning, Travis. Sevan, you need to get your shit together for tomorrow. Okay. There's no way I'm getting my shit together by tomorrow. It's going to be, what's that called? Trial by fire.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Pan.
Casual sender. Good morning. Good morning, Wad Zombie. Good morning. I saw something. So Corey, good morning. I saw something so funny. In the comments, it's a brilliant comment. That show I did where we talked about tattoos. We talked about Jason Grubb's tattoos. Someone wrote, a tattoo is a permanent record of an impermanent thought.
I know. And as soon as I read that, I said, shut the fuck
up. And I wrote brilliant.
I know.
Oh, yes. See, we have a very dynamic and open show. Caleb and I don't see eye to eye on most things. You see that?
It's such an old person thing.
Yeah, the guy does look like he's like 3 years older than me.
My brother-in-law sent me a text or something, and it said, old people when they're out and they see somebody with tattoos, and they're like, that guy must sniff weed or something like that.
Sniff weed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just dig in. Tomorrow's fight. First, let's pull up the card. Tomorrow's card is absolutely insane. I'll go through them really quick. I saw one of the guys, at least one of the guys has been on the show before. I wish I was more up to speed. I've been really just, I have so few things going on in my life, but just all of them are so full. So many things are falling through the crack. I should have had this guy on. If we go over to the early prelims, you will see that they start at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Oh my goodness, look at him. Oh, you look so young. You look so young. I shaved it off. You look so young.
I figured if I can't grow a beard like Sevan, I shouldn't deserve to have one.
You look so young. Darian Weeks in the house. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Good. You look swole.
Oh, I feel swole.
Yeah. Good. You been going hard?
Going hard as I can. Yeah. I've been changing some things up about my workouts and just kind of slow focusing on some things. But
should we talk about the difficult subject first?
Yeah, might as well bite the bullet first.
Let's do it. So I have you in my Google alerts, and I got a notice that the UFC released some of its fighters, and it hurt my heart a little bit, probably not as much as your heart, to see that you would let go. What happened? How does that happen?
The UFC is, based on who brings in, like the most showmanship. They're about showmanship, and lastly, they're about wins. And obviously, we know that I didn't have too many of those.
You went into the UFC 5-0.
Yeah,
and then you had 3 losses.
3 losses. Yeah, and
not by knockout, all by decision.
All by decision. Which that made me think. just maybe, they were like, oh, this kid's filling himself out, or, especially being 5-0, coming in with such a low record, not many people in the UFC have that, they're all 16-2 and, stuff like that. But, I don't know, just, couldn't get things going right on that one. So, I mean, we still push forward. I mean, I still got a huge career left ahead of me, you know what I mean? And and I feel like I'll make it back there easily, you know what I mean?
It's happened. It's happened.
Yeah, it definitely has. So, the next 2 years, I'm just focusing on 10 wins in MMA. I want to get at least 2 or 3 belts in one of these lower promotions, Fury FC, LFA, CFFC, FAC, just kind of take these belts from these lower promotions, and make some money while doing it. I'm going to do some boxing. I'm going to do some bare knuckle. I'm going to explore this whole fighting career that I still have, because once you're in the UFC, it limits you to only UFC. Right now, I feel like it's a blessing and a curse, like I wanted to be in the UFC. Everyone wants to be in the UFC as long as they can. But since I'm not, I might as well dabble in all of these other places that offer, big promotion and big money. So let's go beat some people up for some dollar signs.
Is it going to be hard finding fights for you because you are on a different level than some of the the guys in the other promotions? Are people going to be avoiding you?
I think yes and no. Some people will be avoiding me, but the people I want to fight me will fight me because they want to
fight the guy who was in the UFC.
Fight the guy show him I can be in the UFC. You know what I mean? So that's why I mostly said let go for these belt fights in these promotions. So because they will be like, oh, if I fight this guy for the belt and I beat him, he used to be in the UFC, maybe I'll be in the UFC. But I'm gonna put these little pussies to sleep. They just didn't know that most of these UFC fighters, except for Barberena, ran from me. So
yeah, right. I wonder, when you talk about a lot of fights, as I was researching Izzy, he had 32 amateur kickboxing fights, 80 professional kickboxing fights, a bunch of other shit. Like he went into the UFC with I don't know, make for sure 100 fights, but maybe 200 fights.
Yeah. Yeah. And they just had, and there's so many people in there that just has an exponential amount of experience, more than I did, and I was willing to go in there and stand toe to toe to the opponent that I had and, bang it out. So, with that being said, like I said, I have a huge career. I'm about to take off from here. As you say, I switched some things up. I look swole. We just changed some training mechanisms around. We're gonna travel to more gyms, get more looks. I think that's probably the most that affected what I had in the UFC is the amount of looks I had for camp. I didn't have that many different athletes. I didn't have, things like that. So we're gonna try and get people of all sorts. I guess we can't get Ian Gary right now just because he's in the hospital. But when he gets out, we'll slide up there to Sanford and just try to get as many looks as I can. Kickboxing looks, wrestling looks. I'm about to hopefully get a chance to wrestle Jaden Cox. Wow. In a couple weeks. Do some rounds with him. So we're just gonna be.
So it's lit a fire under you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I hate to say this, but I got to be honest. When I got to the UFC, there's a part of me that was just like, oh, okay, we made it. You know what I mean? And I really felt that part of me the first UFC fight I had with Barberena. I was in there,
which is crazy for a first fight.
Yeah, and I was in there too, and we were banging back and forth, and I could feel it as I'm hitting with him. I'm like, I could turn up the heat, but I made it. You know what I mean? So let's, this is our first one. It's on 3 days' notice, and kind of excuse myself out of the win. You know what I mean? And just, let's just bang around here. And so I think, maybe in for the best, in the long term, and maybe God sees it too, that he's like, hey, maybe you need to go back a step so you can be the person that you used to be. Because started off my career. I mean, 5 finishes. I didn't give nobody a chance to breathe when I was in the ring, and then we get there, and it was just, I don't know, autopilot kind of.
Darian, will you? Is there? There's always that chance that they'll need a last minute fighter.
Always. I mean, I'm always down for that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially if it's, you know, somebody that's willing to stand in there and punch, for sure. Yes, please get me. I will. And I think that the management team I have will be quickly to put my name into the pot. But until then, I mean, I'm really excited about.
Do you have another fight scheduled already?
No, not yet. I was gonna do a bare knuckle, but it just seemed too close. And I want to be able to, in these other promotions, really make a statement. So I don't want anything to be rushed, you know. As of right now, you know, this is my career. So we're not doing it for money. We're doing it for the build up. So I want to make sure every block is plastered perfectly and put in position. And then we're just going to build this wall of success.
Awesome. You the man. I love that 10-0 coming up. Bam, good morning, all my Sevanistas. Good morning, Jody. So if we look at the card, it is an incredible card. In the early prelims, we had Mike Trezano on the show before, and he is fighting. I think the records of these guys are insane.
Yeah.
Even in the undercard. And if you look at the women's straw weight, it's the one right before the main fight. You have Karolina I can't even pronounce her last name. Kowalskiewicz. That's a fight to watch.
She's always been one of my favorite fighters. And the thing is too, like, I've always thought she never looks like a fighter. You know, she looks like someone who's all dolled up and should be somebody's wife, and yet she goes in there and punches and gets fucking cut open and all types of shit.
Yeah, I want to say maybe even she came into. Oh, she's 37.
Yeah, she's up there for sure.
Wow. Anyway, that's going to be a fight you want to watch, and then this fight up above with Matt Frevola and Otman Azatar. That is going to be a nasty battle. A battle,
yeah. They set this card up perfectly. I mean, this card is just, they knew, like, you know, having Israel Adesanya, not only that, as co-main event, Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler. I mean, they had to make this card a stacked card.
Dog, you got a dog? What do you got?
You heard me doing that?
Yeah, what do you got? What kind of dog? Is it new?
No, it's not new. He's the same old dog. Would you put him outside? Did you put Enzo outside? No, no. He's too crazy.
And then you're going to come over to the prelims, and it's another insane card. Andre Petrosky. I don't know if he won the Ultimate Fighter, but he was definitely in the final. Did he win it? Do you know?
I don't know if he won the Ultimate Fighter. I don't know if I don't think he did.
An insane wrestler. That's going to be a war against Wellington.
Looking at his record, I definitely don't think he won the Ultimate Fighter. I mean, he would have more wins than that if he won it. Man, it's been a while since I've seen Dominic Reyes fight.
Yeah, right. Oh wait, before we get to him, I know that's exciting. I'm excited. So this other fight above with Aaron Blanchfield and Molly McCann. Molly McCann I don't want to take anything away from her. She's a very impressive fighter, but she kind of got a lot of her fame most of her fame piggybacking off of Patty the Baddie.
Yeah, because she was in the UFC before Patty, right?
Oh, she was?
I think she was. She was in the UFC before Patty. I think she had like a couple like decision losses, maybe. I don't know. And then he came in and it was just both of them, Patty and fucking Molly, just doing damage. But
they were training together and always on the same card.
Yeah. Oh, and then did I see her girlfriend? Is her girlfriend in Bellator?
Yeah, and I don't know if I was trying to figure out yesterday if that's her girlfriend, the tall, beautiful lady who's the commentator. Yeah. And I couldn't tell. That lady's a commentator and a fighter.
Yeah.
She looks like a supermodel.
She definitely does. And I couldn't tell either. I couldn't tell if she said it was her girlfriend or if it was, they're both lesbians. I'll tell you that.
They are?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I heard her say it's the love of her life and then also say it's her sister. Yeah, right here. And that's not, that picture doesn't even do her justice.
Yeah, not at all. And yeah, but look how they were all cuddled up together, though. You know, that
All right.
seems
Molly.
like they're
You
touching
scored,
each
Molly.
other. They did. She did. It's those fucking teeth in her fucking face.
And look at those. They got matching baller watches.
Oh yeah, they do. Damn.
Molly took her for fight night money, and
Baller watches.
yeah,
You think those are Rolexes?
I don't know, but I suspect something just because the way they have them front and center like that.
Front and center. You're like, we're out here getting fucking paid.
By the way, Darian, that shirt that Molly's wearing, you would rock
Yeah.
the shit out of that. You would, if you put that on, you would kill it.
Hey, especially since I have just as much just facial hair as she does now, so I'll be fucking.
I mean, that is a nice shirt.
That is
Anyway,
a
that's going to be a great fight to watch. I'm really curious how she's going to perform without Patty being on the card. She comes out like a maniac.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Patty wasn't in her corner, though. You know.
Okay, fair.
So I mean, I mean, it still does. You know, it's different to have some fighter in your corner than fighter fighting on the same card and hyping you up. You know what I mean? But it'd be exciting. She goes first anyway on the cards that they fight on anyway. So, you know, maybe she'll need them.
And would Patty come there to for himself to like continue building the hype train and stay in the scene, or does he come for her, or both?
I think it comes from both. I think being there with her builds his hype. You know, like you said, like they kind of she kind of rides off his coattails, but they've been kind of known as a double duo. So to see them together is going to bring more publicity than to just see, oh, it's Molly McCann, you know? So I feel like they kind of need each other now at this point. You know, their energy feeds off each other. Not only that, their popularity does now too.
Next on the prelim card, which starts tomorrow night at 5 p.m., we have Dominic Reyes versus Ryan Spann. And I hope that Darian's not going to beat me up for saying this, but Dominic Reyes is the only man in the UFC to have beaten John Jones. Darian? He didn't get the W, but I want to give him 3 rounds, buddy. I want to give him 3 rounds.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But as I always said, especially when you're dealing with champions, if you're gonna beat the champion, you gotta fucking beat him all the way to the end.
And he did lose the 5th round.
Yeah, and no one's gonna want to give you the fight if you don't beat him all the way to the end. No one's gonna give you a split decision against a reigning champion who's beat everyone in the division.
And then here's the problem with Dominic Reyes. Up until so scroll down a little more. Thanks for pulling this up, Caleb. This is great. I want to show you this terror this guy went on. This guy, can you scroll down a little bit, Caleb, so we can start at the bottom of where his wins start?
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. Oh
no.
Oh, okay. Jose Rivas, Jesse Glass, Kelly Gray, Tyler Smith, Marcus Govan, Jordan Powell, Yachman Christensen, Jeremy Kimball. These are all first round except for 1 knockouts. Jared Cannonier.
Knockout. He knocked him out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild. I didn't know that.
Oven St. Preux. What was that? What's that guy's name?
Yeah, Oven St. Preux. Yeah.
Went to decision. Volkan Ozdemir. That was when Ozdemir was in his prime. Chris Weidman. These are all wins. It was scary. He looked like a Marvel superhero where if his glove touched your face, you died.
He died. And that's why I feel like, you know, and if you see it, he only had 4 to 5 fights in the UFC before they put him up against John Jones. Like, what? Yeah. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Not to say that he couldn't take John Jones, but I definitely think they should have. He could be champion right now if they would have waited out, you know, 3 more fights. You know what I mean?
Then the problem starts. He fights John Jones. He has an amazing fight. And then these next 2 guys just kill him.
Kill him.
And Dominic Reyes has a weird training. Have you ever heard about he trains by himself. He doesn't even go to an MMA gym. He has like one of those gyms where you put the card in and he owns the gym and it, like people can come 24 hours a day. He trains in just like one of those, just like a fucking like a machine gym.
That's weird.
With some fighting gear in the back, as I recall.
I feel like if you're fighting at this level, you need bodies. You need people who are gonna kind of test your game plan. I would never, ever not train with another person.
And Yuri, I think he may have been training with other people, but just not high level people. But I did see him recently with Alex Pereira training, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, I did see them together because they look the same exact fucking size. Actually,
Yes.
Pereira looks bigger than him and fights at 185.
Yeah, we'll get to that. You know, Pereira's the only guy in Glory to have, or he was the first guy ever in Glory to get two. There's Alex on the right there. You see how huge he is.
Who else is in there?
I don't even see Glover in there.
Dude, I don't see anyone else in there actually.
And that guy's wearing the pit shirt. I wonder if that's in Maine or if that's at the pit in San Luis Obispo, California. That guy's wearing the John Hackelman gym shirt. So that Dominic Reyes fight's going to be something else, guys. This is kind of like a moment of truth for what looked to be was going to be one of the greatest fighters of all time who hit a major stumbling block.
Major. And I think it all started with, and I don't know, I think he let that John Jones fight defeat his confidence rather than
build it.
Like if you almost beat John Jones, you know what I mean? And most people said you did, go crazy. You know what I mean? Like you should be feeling yourself as the greatest fighter in the world.
I think Dominic Reyes had professional football aspirations, and then he pivoted, took that fitness and that athleticism to fighting. Good fight. That could be the main event, not for a pay-per-view, but for a fight night for sure.
For a fight night for sure, yeah, I can see that. Which he'd be in that position to be main event for fight night, but got fucked up.
And then lightweight. Brad Riddell versus Renato Moicano. Moicano is fucking as tough as they come. He's a fucking killer. I want to say he just destroy Cub Swanson. Could you go over to Renato's record? He's a savage, dude.
Yeah, 16-5.
Yeah, he's really aggressive. He fights like a guy who's lightweight's 155, 154.
Yeah, 155 lightweight.
And I feel like he fights at the speed of the guys who are more like bantamweight.
Oh yeah, 135.
Yeah, he is something else. So his last fight was a loss to Rafael Dos Anjos. He beat Alex Hernandez, Yai Herbert. Oh, that's a tough fight. He fought Rafael Faziz, who's definitely a number one contender.
Hell yeah.
Damir Hadzovic beat him. Chan Sung Sung, I don't know who that is. Fought Jose Aldo. I mean, this guy's Cub Swanson. So this guy's fought in the best of this. He beat Calvin Kattar.
Dang.
So that must have been at 145, right? So he's gone up in weight.
Yeah, he must have gone up in weight. Oh yeah, he beat that boy Calvin Kattar. That boy Calvin Kattar too. He's on it made me mad about that last fight. I really felt like that was going to be a crazy performance for him, but that
dude from England's good, right?
That dude from England is good, but oh man,
I think he punches hard, dude.
I think he does. His back is enormous.
Yeah,
you can see it from his front. His
what's his
back
name?
is
Alex
so
Anderson or something. What was that guy's name?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Lost to Brian Ortega. Beat Jeremy Stevens. Beat some guy with Tugo Tukagov. Look at all these wins. But his losses, every one of his losses is to like the best of the best. He's losing to Jose Aldo's.
Before that, he was untouchable. Look at that. And all those other lower promotions, he just dominated.
Yeah, this is a special man. So prelims worth watching. Early prelims worth watching and prelims worth watching for
those
sure.
That's the main event of the prelims, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can see that going good. Rafael Dos Santos, speaking of him, freaking Barberena is about to fight Rafael Dos Santos.
Where?
I don't know, but
in the UFC?
Yeah, in the UFC. Yeah, it may be in Brazil. I don't know, but
at what weight?
170. I think. I mean, I'm not sure that Barberena can make 155.
I thought Rafael Dos Anjos was going down. I thought he was fighting 155.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a fight to make. What are they fighting at? Welterweight. Yeah, co-main. And they're the co-main event. It's going to be in Vegas, actually, then. If a co-main event.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you know that? What when you see Comb? Oh, because if it was in Brazil, they'd make it the main event.
No, if it was in Brazil, they'd probably be on the undercard.
Oh, okay.
But or they might be on the main card, especially since Robbie Lawler got knocked out by Barberina. But it would not be co-main event. It would definitely be. And also, it says UFC Fight Night, so any other fight nights are always at the Apex.
Okay. Let's start with showing that video. It says open hype video at the top there, Mr. Beaver. Oh, before we go there, I want to show you one thing. Jake Paul and Andrew Tate.
Yes, I want this to happen because I don't care about either of them. But
Andrew Tate's going to get knocked out of the ring, isn't he?
You think so? Andrew Tate used to be a fighter.
Dude, Jake looks so real these days.
And you know what? That's what I said. You know what, Savannah, you're right. I'm going to disagree with you because I told people you bet against Jake Paul every time and he always wins. You might as well just put your money on the house.
And he's starting to move really like a fighter.
He is. Now, I will say there's speculations that, the fight with Anderson Silva was, rigged to go.
I'm not buying it. What do you think? I'm not buying it. Are you buying it?
This is the only thing that makes it really weird. That before that fight, at the press conference a week out, Jake Paul made a wager. He always makes a little wager on his fights. And his wager was, if Anderson Silva wins, I forget what he said, but he made it something like really minute. He'll do something really like it was stupid. But Jake Paul said if Jake Paul won, that him and Anderson would go into partnership together and create a organization to help all MMA fighters get paid more money. That's literally what the bet was. If Jake Paul won. So that is the only thing that made me feel like, what? This is the bet that he made, and then he ends up, winning against not only that, one of the greatest fighters who
elusive as fuck. Great head movement.
Anderson Silva fought Cesar Chavez and made him look like he ain't never boxed a day in his life.
Wow. I remember that fight. Yeah.
So to think that Jake Paul is now, I'm not putting anything beside Jake Paul. Like, he's a fighter. He's great, but
hey, we need to see Jake Paul against Cesar Chavez Jr. once he takes his mouth off the bong.
Hell yeah. What do you mean mouth off the bong? What happened? What's it with him?
Oh, that dude. I feel like that dude, whatever, one of his fights was this great fight and he popped for weed, but I think that dude just wake and bakes. And I think from the second he gets up in the morning to the second he goes to bed tonight, he's just ripping the bong.
Ripping the bong. Oh, yeah. I believe that. Oh, since I haven't been on here, and I need to ask. I need to see what your true opinion was.
Please.
About the Peter Yan and O'Malley fight. What was your true opinion?
I think O'Malley won. You don't think so? Here's the only reason why I don't think he did. I don't think Sean O'Malley thinks he won.
That's the main reason why I don't think he won.
Yeah, that part was hard for me watching him in that space. Even though I'm not a Sean O'Malley fan,
yeah,
I felt bad for him.
Yeah, and I feel like man, I just feel like they don't give takedowns or control time the type of credit that they really earn. You know what I'm saying?
They've been talking a lot about that now. I don't know if something changed in the judging, but they're basically saying if you take a dude down and you don't ground and pound the fuck out of him, they ain't giving you shit.
He ain't shit. Yeah, you know. And I just thought, just the type of freaking pressure that Jan kept on O'Malley. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that last round, O'Malley, kind of got stable and, they were trading back and forth.
Everyone agrees with you in the comments.
I see this. I know. Yeah. I mean, it just, yeah. I mean, it looked like that. Not only get points with what you, yeah. I mean, but still, even after that takedown, he was controlling the dog out of him. He wasn't, hitting as much as he was supposed to, but I felt like he was doing some good control. But I felt like O'Malley definitely showed he should fight the top 10.
Right. Are you surprised O'Malley did as well as he did? I'm so surprised.
A little bit. I thought, well,
I wasn't a believer. I thought he was good. I just wasn't a believer.
Him being long like that, I knew it would be a good setup fight for him. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody as long as him in 135. I mean,
why wouldn't Jan just chop him down, take the page out of Chito Vera's book?
Maybe somebody hyped Jan up and made him think that he couldn't stand and bang with him, and he's like, I'm not no bitch. I'll fucking punch him in his face. I mean, he did it against freaking Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen almost has the same exact style as O'Malley, and he just thrashed Sandhagen. So
I'd love to see Sandhagen and O'Malley fight.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's a matchup.
And not to mention, dude, I got, straight blue balls from Aljamain and fucking fucking I can't believe his shoulder was hurt.
TJ, I don't think they should have run that fight.
Man,
I don't think they should have run that fight. I think that they should have stopped it right away. It was. I'm not a TJ Dillashaw fan, but I kind of am now. That was so fucked up. That was. I hated seeing that. Hated seeing that.
The beating he took. I mean, and Aljo was just. I mean, fucking beating the dog shit out of him.
Did you see TJ wincing from the shoulder pain? Like his face was all like he bit into a lemon.
Not only that, like you could tell, like even when Aljamain standing up throwing with him, he's just that arm is just not moving at all. And I'm like, this is just a shitty.
You think they should have stopped that fight? You think they should have stopped that fight? They shouldn't have let him go out another round.
I mean,
if I was Aljo, I would have gone over there and told him, "Hey, dude, you have to fucking." I would. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fighter, but I would be like, hey, I would walk over there and be like, "TJ, are you fucking nuts?"
Yeah.
So I'm about to kick the fucking shit out of you, dude. I'm gonna rip off your other arm.
And knowing that he's a wrestler, like he's gonna feed you up. You can't do that. But,
yeah, there's no doubt TJ is tough, but I thought it was pointless.
Pointless. No reason being tough if you know you're not going to be able to throw a punch.
Yeah.
Can't even throw a punch.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let's go to that hype video of Israel Adesanya, and we'll dig into this fight here.
Everybody, and no one can whoop him. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Bad dude. Bad. Fast. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am. So you get.
I want to tell you some things about this fight. There's some fights that have been hyped, and the hype is usually real, but I don't know if there's a fight that's ever been more real, the hype, than this one. This guy you're looking at, Israel Adesanya, 32 amateur fights, 80 professional kickboxing fights, 175, undefeated in the UFC at 185 pounds. As he likes to say, he's lapping the division, meaning he's going through all the guys and then giving them all a shot again. He has arguably the greatest 185-pound fighter who ever lived in Robert Whittaker, also in the class, if it wasn't for Israel, which is kind of sad because Robert is so fucking good. But then there's this guy, Alex Pereira. This is a 205-pound guy who can make 185. He has the head the size of a T-Rex. In his first matchup with Israel Adesanya, he won by decision, which was pretty iffy, pretty close. In his second fight, he knocked Israel Adesanya out, but the fight was in Brazil. And as we all know, Israel had him up against the ropes, and the ref stepped in and gave Alex a standing 8 count.
Yeah.
I do think I heard Kenny Florian talking about it yesterday, and he says Israel Adesanya has to have 5 perfect rounds because there's no chance in hell he's knocking out Alex Pereira. I think Kenny Florian couldn't be further from the truth. I think that Israel hits way harder than people think, and I think in that kickboxing match he showed that he has the power in his hands and his feet to knock out Alex.
Oh,
Darian.
But
Alex is scary as shit.
Yeah, and I also think the only downside with Israel Adesanya is when he's fought dangerous opponents, such as
Like he wouldn't fight, like Yoel Romero,
Anderson Silva, Jared Cannonier. You know, he just
won't fight.
Tapped him to a win. You know, tap.
He didn't even fight. He didn't even fight Yoel.
Yeah,
that wasn't even a fight.
Not even a fight.
5 rounds of nothing. Arguably one of the top 5 worst fights in the history of the UFC.
I agree, 100%. And so, I mean, I just feel like, you know, I mean, which
I want my money. You want your money back already?
I don't want my money back. But I just feel like, you know, he's not going to go for a finish, because one thing that happens is him going for a finish sets up him to get finished. It always sets somebody else up to get finished. You know, you're always
Explain that to me. What do you mean by that? Explain that to me.
Anybody who presses, if you're going to press a fighter, especially a fighter like Alex Pereira, there's going to be openings to get countered. And we all know that Alex Pereira only has to hit him with a left hand. Just one left hand. Look how many knockouts. If you look at Alex Pereira's record,
8 of them. 8 knockouts, but with the left hand. 8. Yeah. Some of them don't even look like they're hard.
They just look like a tap.
Yeah.
I mean, when he touched Sean Strickland, I was like, what? The way Sean Strickland's body melted, I'm like, and that guy's known for just taking punches to the chin. And I was just, oh man. So, I mean, we'll have to see. But then again, me saying that, and if Izzy does not go for a knockout, that sets Alex Pereira up to get hurt, because I feel like he will shoot in and rush in for a knockout. You know, he will just start trying to attack on the feet, because the hype, you can already tell he's loving the hype. He's making little comments on his videos. He's making little funny videos about Israel Adesanya already. You know, he's never done that to any of his other opponents. And so he's loving the hype. So he wants the knockout.
If you want to see that loss, the only loss Alex Pereira has, I got a link to it. It's on YouTube. If you started at 1550, this is his first fight in MMA.
Yeah.
And I don't know what will happen if we show more than 7 seconds of it. Maybe you can show like 7 seconds, Caleb, and then show another 7 seconds. We'll let Jerry a peek of this. I did see Cain Velasquez is freed from jail. It fucking warms my heart. Yeah. And I saw his fight, and I saw his interview as he came out of the jail. He's class act. Okay, here we go. So that's Alex on the bottom.
Yeah.
He looks exhausted.
I mean, yeah, after 3 rounds of 5 minutes, I'd say he's fucking exhausted.
First MMA fight. He's not even fighting back, right?
Not at all.
Oh, he taps. So right there, we don't even that. I mean, it doesn't even look like it's under the chin.
Yeah, it's on his face. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's on his face.
And he taps, and that's in the 3rd round, and that is his only loss in MMA. Can we judge him by that, or how do we process that?
It honestly looked like he put his face on his arm. Like if you look at it
to get choked, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, like he put it right here, buddy.
Like he fucking put it there, yeah. Watch this.
Look, right here. He pulls it through. Here.
He goes through, and then he just lifts his head on top of his arm.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, here, get me out of here, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he was in jail, Allison, because a man molested his 4-year-old son, and he went over to the dude's house. How the fuck did Heidi get in here? Hi, Heidi. Hi. You're on the show now? Hi. I can't hear you. Your audio.
Gotta turn the mic on.
What's up, Heidi? Part of the fight show now? I haven't seen you in like 6 months. Okay, well, you fix your audio. I'm going to tell you the Cain Velasquez story. Kane, some guy molested his 4-year-old son. He went over to the dude's house. The dude took off in his car with his dad in the car, and Kane shot at the car and hit the dude's dad. I think he hit the dude's dad in the balls, maybe.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no way.
I think he shot him in the dick. Oh, what happened to Heidi?
She jumped out, man.
It's not even my birthday, Heidi, but I appreciated seeing you. I appreciate it.
Who's Heidi? How do you guys know her?
Oh, she's one of the she's always in the show. And sometimes when we do live events, she'll actually film for us and like walk around and like talk to people and stuff.
Okay, cool.
He does a bunch of jiu-jitsu and MMA training.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, hello, Heidi.
Heidi.
Hi.
What's up, girl?
How's it going? It's working.
Good. Heidi, Darian, Heidi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Heidi.
Meet you.
You know Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
What's up? What brings you here?
What's up? I just hacked in. So
You did?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Let me hold on one second, Caleb. Why is Heidi here?
Yeah.
Are you watching the fights, Heidi?
I'm going to. Yeah.
So you're participating in this show?
I am.
Wow.
Wow.
Fantastic.
That's good.
Fantastic. Okay.
We need a woman's touch.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could help.
Did you just get your gray belt, Heidi?
No, I just got a blue belt.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's an adult.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I know. Yeah, I'm showing my knowledge. Right. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yep.
In jiu-jitsu, what jiu-jitsu do you practice under?
I think we're doing just typical Gracie. I'm not in like a Gracie school, but we're doing like.
But it's Gracie Bar jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah. I'm hopefully in a couple months I'm a purple belt in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. So
nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Our school's actually under Jeff Curran. So
okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing the UFC and he comes and visits us, and his main school's in Illinois. So yeah.
Oh, decent. Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I thought I heard something that way.
Oh, well, I don't know if I know. Listen.
Let's go. We got Heidi beating people up.
Dang, girl.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah, Sevan, you better watch out, boy, because
I can't. She can do everything better than me. I have no business.
She could hurt you.
Yeah, she can beat me up easy.
Especially if we found out you're 5'5".
She knows. She knows. Israel is one of 5 siblings. We talked about his record, 32-0, 75-5 as a pro kickboxer. He is 33 years old. Alex is 35. Does age play a role? How old are you, Heidi?
I'm 31.
Okay. How old are you, Darian?
29.
Is 35 play? I feel like he's getting close to like where like that's getting old, Alex.
I would say that. I would have said that 10, 15 years ago, but then you see crazy, stupid specimens like Yoel Romero, who's 45, 46 years old that has a better body than a 20-year-old,
right.
Holy goodness. And he hits like a truck. So I say you keep yourself in good health, especially nowadays with the way we got and the way technology is with athletes. I mean, shoot, you can fight till you're 50.
The way you can get around drug testing, you could fight till you're 60.
Hell yeah. Go fight in the Chinese, go fight in the Asian promotion. You could be steroided up.
They don't test over there?
I don't think in most of the promotions they don't. I think they're just willing to see people die. That's all. So, but also, you see Mayweather, he's still like, 50-something, and he's still doing boxing matches. So, I mean, hey.
Caleb, will you play that video that says intro hype? It's right at the top of that long list of shit. It says, I should have numbered these. Would you ever get in the ring and fight, Heidi?
I don't know that I'd get in a ring and fight. I'd probably do some jiu-jitsu competition. I don't know. I just started kickboxing like yesterday. So
you haven't done any jiu-jitsu competitions yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. You're a blue belt. Go choke somebody out. You looked good on that video.
I know. I should do it.
How tall are you, Heidi?
I'm 5'6".
And what do you weigh?
140.
Oh yeah, you're gonna mash people.
Yeah, you're like a giant compared to Sevan.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yes. These are the guys. I don't know if these are perfectly to ratio, but you are going to see when you see them in the ring together that Alex Pereira looks like he has extra chromosomes. Izzy looks like a normal human being. He does not look like a normal human being. I don't know how to explain it, but he's like Cro-Magnon or something.
The chart says they're the same height.
Yeah.
Nah, but when they faced off, I mean, Pierre looked a little bigger than he did. I'm not gonna lie, height wise, I think he's like an inch taller. But it may just be the size of his head. I mean, his head is enormous.
And he looks like a warrior. He looks like like he came out of the jungle and he should be holding a spear and like riding on the back of a fucking mammoth. You know what I mean? Like
that's dead ass. He does, and I mean, his muscle structure even looks totally different. I mean, his elbows and shoulders are bladed, you know, compared to Izzy's are all rounded. I mean, he just looks like you don't want to run into anything that he's throwing at you.
I think they both will come in fantastic shape. I think they'll both be able to go all 5 rounds. Israel has 5 title defenses. The fight is in Madison Square Garden in New York. It is going to be hype. Darian, will both these guys be able to manage the tension from the crowd, the excitement, the adrenaline?
Most definitely. I feel like the only person that may get a little buckled under it is, I mean, he's acting like he's all right, but I mean, he's already beat you twice out of Zion, you know. So now you have a bigger hill to climb than he does. I mean, if Alex Pereira loses this, I mean, arguably they could do, oh, he's only had 6 fights in MMA anyway, so it doesn't count. Or, oh, you know, he beat him twice anyway, so who cares? You know, he only got one. You know, Izzy's got all the weight on him. You know, you're gonna get beat 3 times by this guy. Not only that, the dude only has 4 UFC fights, and he's gonna come and take the belt from you. Like, that's a scary sight. So we'll see what happens.
You ready for your question?
I am.
Any chance this goes to the ground? We saw Alex's only loss is on the ground. Does Izzy see that and be like, "Fuck that! I'm taking this dude down and choking him out"?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Darian, you think there's any chances going to the ground?
I mean, if I saw that fight, I would definitely. But knowing Israel Adesanya, maybe not. But he always has some weird thing up his sleeve, so we'll see what happens. You know, he always says he does. He talked about doing that with Jared Cannonier, and he talked about doing that with getting a takedown on Robin Whittaker. But, I mean, he definitely he didn't do either of those. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Alex Pereira, I don't think he knows how to. But, I mean, you run into a flying knee if you shoot a takedown.
On Alex.
Yeah, you run into a flying knee. You
also one of maybe the best flying knee knockouts in the history of the sport. Also, he has
in the history of the world. It was nasty.
I don't know if I have that clip, but just so people know what I'm talking about, he faked with the right knee, then brought up his left knee, and then at the same time pulled the guy's head down into it and popped the guy's head like a watermelon. It was nuts.
It was vicious.
And the guy went bye-bye. There's a clip here that says, "How uncomfortable is this?" Do you see that one, Mr. Beaver?
Yep.
Heidi, you tell me, what would you be thinking in this? Here we go. Stand by.
Okay.
Mr. Vowell, hi.
Sevan, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Mr. Weeks, how are you?
I'm doing well. Pleasure.
You got another fight scheduled?
Not scheduled.
Okay.
Not scheduled, no.
Why wouldn't you just fight right away after that knockout? Why weren't you just like, hey, I'm ready?
Oh, it was just I wanted to devote some time to my pregnant wife, and you know.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you had a baby, right?
You have a kid now.
Yeah, and she put up with the entire fight camp while being pregnant, and that fight being pregnant, you know. And so I just felt like it was on the latter half of her term, and just wanted to spend time with her. So.
What do you got for us? What do you got? You got an opinion on this fight?
Oh man, I got all the opinions. I got all the knowledge. Mr. Weeks, I have a question for you. Tell me the difference when you're doing just kickboxing sparring and when you're doing MMA sparring. Is there a difference?
There's an extreme difference.
Exactly. And so my point here is Izzy's kickboxing matches with Pahea. If you go back and watch those fights, Pahea got outclassed. I don't know how he won by decision the first time, but the second time, Izzy got clipped, but coming off of a standing 8 count that Izzy gave to him.
Yeah.
Well, some home cooking gave to him for sure.
But my point is, to the uninitiated, it's kind of difficult to see. You kind of just got to know, you got to do it to know it. But when you're doing kickboxing or you're doing kickboxing sparring, or when we're doing MMA sparring, no one hardly ever shoots in MMA sparring. You don't shoot for a takedown typically, unless that's a big part of your game plan and you're in camp. But for the most part, even during MMA sparring, it's all stand up. Everybody just wants to bang, everybody just wants to let me bang, bro. And, but the distance and the timing and everything about it is still completely different than when you're just kickboxing. And
I agree with that 100%. But also in saying that, when you're a world-class athlete like Alex Pereira, and now you've already had a year and a half to probably only do MMA sparring, I think the timing is getting down just perfect, just the same. And I feel like, with that being said, like I said, he has a hard body. I mean, he's probably learned to use like that flying knee. I mean, super, super impressive. But I mean, he's probably learned to use elbows against the cage. That's where it just gets sticky for Israel Adesanya. Is, I mean, he's already had time to develop and fight top tier athletes. I mean, like we've seen, Dominic Reyes was in his training camp, so he's probably he's learned that timing, I feel like.
How about this, you guys? I would argue that Pereira's how do you pronounce his name, Val? Pahea. I would argue that Alex Pahea, 50 minutes in the show, I finally got his name right. Alex Pahea, sparring partner, is the greatest, most feared person to be under, besides Khabib, who ever was in the game. No one wants to talk about it, but if Glover Teixeira gets you down, it's over. It doesn't matter who you are. If John Jones gets under him, it's bye-bye. And it does open up some interesting questions about Alex. Like, what if he does try to mash Izzy, get him down?
I mean, if he's able to get him down, it's gonna be rough for Izzy. I just don't. I think that Izzy has faced competition who are the likes of Yoel Romero, Robert Whitaker, phenomenal wrestlers, hard punchers. He's seen it all before. He's seen people who are knockout artists. He's seen people who are wrestlers and grapplers to the highest caliber. I don't think Pahea is any different, other than the fact that he's far more inexperienced, which makes it, to me, in my head, I see it as kind of like a dismantling on Izzy's side. He's going to dismantle him, and it's likely, point-wise, I don't know that Izzy can knock anybody out, but Pahea seems so durable. Like you said, he looks like
there it
he's riding
is.
on the back of a mammoth.
Yeah.
That's the knee, by the way. Sorry to interrupt, Val. Can you see the TV, Val? Can you see the screen?
No, I cannot. Okay. But I know the knee you're talking about.
Okay. Well, can you go back and show that one more time, Caleb? Look at this knee. This knee's crazy. He fakes and then switches it up and pulls his head into it.
Hey, Izzy predicted that when he was watching the fight.
No, he did.
Yeah, he called it. He was like, he's gonna knee him, and then 5 seconds later, he did that jumping knee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like just the only difference with Alex compared to, like you said, your Robin Whitaker, his timing, his striking timing is going to be a lot different than these guys. It's gonna resemble a lot like Anderson Silva, and like I said with that fight with Izzy, he didn't want to get close. But I mean, like I forgot about what Sevan said. If he's been practicing with Glover, maybe we see Alex shoot a takedown and ground and pound him and elbow him to death.
He is going to come in there so big. This dude, if I told you he was fighting Prochazka tomorrow, we would be saying that this dude has a great chance of beating Prochazka. I mean, this guy is. This was the first guy ever to hold the 205 and 185 belt simultaneously when he was in Glory. This is a giant man. A giant man, yeah. And he's fast. He's fast.
You're absolutely. He's terrifying.
Yeah.
He is absolutely terrifying. But Izzy is very extremely disciplined, and his fight IQ is so high that I think it's going to be. And I hate to say this, but to the fans, it's going to be a snooze fest because I think Izzy is so disciplined. You saw it with the fight with Yoel Romero, a little bit with Anderson. It was, I'm going to stick to my game plan, which is stay on the outside and pick you apart. And I'm not gonna get compromised. I'm not gonna put myself in a dangerous situation for the sake of entertainment.
God, I hope you're wrong.
And so,
God,
I will agree, but
I hope so too.
I'm gonna agree with you because I definitely think that no matter what, Izzy will not sacrifice his ego. He will sacrifice his ego to get the W. Promise you, he will every time. He will. He doesn't care about, oh, let's see who has the biggest schlong right now. He'll be like, yo, hey, look, I'm going home with this belt, whether I have to shin kick you for 5 rounds or not.
Yes. Robert Whitaker, Jared Cannonier, both extremely high pressure fighters, and he was able to stay on the outside, evade. And he got kind of criticized for a little bit of a snooze fest. Same thing with Yoel Romero.
Well, he just refused to fight Yoel. He just refused to. Yoel refused to fight him too. They refused to fight each other. They both wanted to counter.
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah. I think Yoel was also like a little nervous and scared of that fight. He didn't want to be proven that, oh, I'm about to get knocked out by this kid who's the up and comer.
This reminds me of the Rose Namajunas whenever she would just yell, "I'm the best."
Yeah.
Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
By the way, it said right there that if he beats Alex, he will beat every single fighter in the top 6 in the UFC and most of them twice. I would like to say something very interesting about that fight, since we're not going to get to spend much time on it. Carla Esparza has beat Rose twice.
Yeah.
And Rose has beat Zhang twice. It is a very weird situation. Rose is one of the weirdest, best fighters that's ever lived, but man, she's a fucking trip.
It's not a weird situation.
It's not.
That Carla is gonna get her brain rearranged.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But that's what's crazy because she's beat Rose twice and Zhang has beat Rose and Zhang has lost to Rose twice in 2021. But I think you're right. I think Carla is going to get her fucking brain rearranged. I think
only because 2 reasons. One, I feel like Rose Namajunas could have won that fight. She was just acting real scared,
because she's remembering her last loss to her. I think that was her UFC debut. She got her ass beat by Carla.
I think so too. And so she didn't want to. It ended up happening to her anyway, but she didn't want to lose to Carla twice, and it made her she needs to know that she's probably one of the best girls in the world. You know what I'm saying?
You think that's in Izzy's head too?
See, I don't know. Maybe it is in Izzy's head. We'll see. But I will say, 2 different types of emotions from Izzy to Rose Namajunas. Rose Namajunas cries after every win. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a little bit different than Izzy Adesanya, who...
He said he cried after the Jared Cannonier fight.
Oh, he did?
He said he went to his locker room and cried his eyes out.
Well, that's good.
Because he felt like he let the fans down or something. Not that he let the fans down, but that he didn't get to showcase his skills.
I feel like in her skill that Rose Namajunas lets her emotions control what she does more than what Izzy does. Like my man said, Izzy sticks to the game plan and sees it all the way out. If Rose feels uncomfortable or scared to do something, she won't. Because I feel like she could have dominated Carla. Just straight beat the dog out of her. And Wei Ling will show her what the dog beat out of her. Because I'm telling you, Wei Ling is just – look what she did to my favorite girl fighter's face. Joanna Jacek.
Turned her into a fucking alien.
Oh my gosh. Made her retire and she wasn't even ready to retire.
Heidi, do you like watching the ladies fight?
I do. Actually, when I first started watching UFC, I had a really hard time watching the chicks fight. I'm like, this feels wrong or something. And then I was like, all right. I got over it pretty quick, but
that's an honest opinion. I think a lot of people had that. I think I went through that too. You know what? Also the thing is the skill level has changed. When they first came out, they were doing this shit.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore.
I'm gonna tell you the reason it feels like that. Beyond belief, I will let you know. If a woman's mentality was in a man's body, she'd be the coldest fighter ever. They don't give no breaks. They take no rest. They kill each other from bell to bell.
Yeah.
Literally, they do. So that's why it feels like, oh my gosh, this is so violent, because they want to hurt that other girl more than anything in the world, and it's insane.
What do you think changed for you, Heidi? Why do you think that you learned to accept it?
I think
Or
just
appreciate
when
it?
I started getting into jujitsu, and then I just kind of understood more, like kind of what Darian was saying, just like the killer instinct. Like, all right, I'm gonna like beat the shit out of you. I don't care. And I think it's just the same thing. I think still when it gets bloody, I'm still like, all right, that's a little much. But yeah, I think Carla's gonna get her ass though. So
Yeah. Ass beat. And I will say just this one little thing too. I teach kids how to do kickboxing.
mhm.
And I got some 14-year-old girls in there, and we did sparring yesterday. We don't do sparring a lot, but I put the headgear on them, and I'm like, the reason we do this is so you guys can learn how to punch someone that's punching you in the face. But I told them light sparring, and I turned around 7 minutes later, and they are beating the dog out of each other. I mean,
Do you stop it?
yeah, I stopped it. They're both crying, and they're still both just punching.
Oh
each other.
shit!
I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
shit.
time out. Wait, don't do this. And it's just like they just have that instinct. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know, a woman's instinct or something, but they are not scared to get punched, and they will go through whatever damage to deal damage.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy. Like in the kickboxing class I started, you see the dudes are coming out right away, like punching as hard as they can. And the coach is like, all right, guys, it's just like, we're just like beginning. And then by the end, it's the opposite. The guys are all tired out and the chicks are like, all right, I'm
let's
ready.
die here.
Let's
Yeah.
die. Yeah.
Let me show you this clip. This is a little off subject here. Val, do you want to make a pick before we let you go, brother? And then I want to show a clip about women.
Oh yeah, I got Izzy, Zhang, and Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, I got Dustin too, unfortunately. All right, brother.
Dustin Poirier.
Thanks for calling in. You're
All
the
right.
best.
Darian, big fan. Heidi, always awesome. Can't wait to
Thank
see
you,
the book.
brother.
Love you guys.
Ciao.
Love you, brother. See you.
Love you.
Nothing for Beaver. No love for nothing.
Man.
Nothing
It's
for the
fine.
beef.
I thought I heard him say that at the end. He's like,
I love you, Beaver. That he
Love
was
you,
talking to
Beaver.
his wife. That was Val talking to his wife. Okay, listen to this. A little off subject here, but listen to this.
Pregnant women live at the maximum of human endurance. Research shows that humans can cope with the maximum energy expenditure of 2.5 times its resting metabolic rate in elite athletes. During pregnancy, it peaks at 2.2 times. That means the stress pregnancy puts on the female body is comparable to competing in the Tour de France. Growing new life in your body shifts the boundaries to the maximum of human abilities. From my perspective, giving birth to a healthy child is an equal performance as winning the Super Bowl and should be valued like it. Let me know your thoughts below.
I mean, I don't want to argue with that shit.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't, because the guy's a freaking AI robot.
You heard him?
I mean,
Hold on.
Can't do it.
they're made to give birth.
It was like his wife was telling him to make that video. You make this fucking
Are
video.
you
man.
okay, guy?
Oh, 69 XXX site. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on, brother. Good to have you on. Oh, wait. Spam. I got beat up several times and cried each time.
Probably where you got that.
I remember in elementary school, the kid who was winning was always crying.
Yeah, I
What?
remember that too.
Yeah, just like the kid who's fucking kicking the shit out of the other kids, like on top of him and beating the kid, and he's crying. I feel like I saw that like a half dozen times when I was a kid. I was like, wow. And my 8-year-old told me when he was like 6, he was in a match with a kid, and the other kid started crying, and he goes, "You know what that means when someone cries?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "It means they're trying as hard as they can." I was like, damn.
Wow, your kid sounds like a savage.
Yeah. He armbarred the kid, and the kid started crying.
I broke his will, Dad. He was trying as hard as he could, and I watched the tears hit the floor. Oh my gosh, man! I want to see your kids do competition one time.
Saturday they got comp. I'll send you a video.
Yeah, send a video.
Saturday they got a comp.
And then-
And if they win, I'll post it.
But and then Heidi said Heidi said she's doing a competition in 2 months.
I did.
I thought I heard that too. I wasn't
Nice.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
I
Wow.
thought I did.
Okay, I guess I am.
Yeah, time to choke someone out. I promise you, it's the best feeling ever.
All right.
Heidi, did you know any of the girls whose pictures got released from the Madison, Wisconsin volleyball team recently?
No, I don't know. I'm too old. I'm all out of the college scene.
All right. They had a bunch of they thought it would be fun to take a bunch of locker room pictures of each other.
I saw that.
Mr. Darian and the pictures got out.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's someone sent them out. They didn't just get out.
I know. The article says none of the girls are being investigated. The phone was hacked. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Fuck out of here. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Will you play that clip? How uncomfortable is this? I'm curious what you guys think these two are, what's going through these guys' brains. So Heidi and Darian, let me know what you guys, after we look at this clip, tell me what these guys are thinking. Here we go. This is a bit of a long clip here. This is at the top of the Empire State Building in New York a couple days ago.
I watched this too, yeah.
Israel Adesanya in the red.
I'm just gonna get our security guy.
Some awkward press day shit. And there's Alex Pahea with the Monster Energy hat. Alex doesn't speak English.
Oh, at all?
Like, fuck you, stuff like that.
Oh, this is the face off. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry. Speaking. How was that? Saturday. I speak. Me too. Okay.
Can we get the back cleared a bit?
That's Glover Teixeira in the back, Alex's training partner and the
Can we
former
move the people out of the back so we can get the actual view?
light heavyweight champ with the red phone. That guy in the middle there looks fucking scary as all hell.
Yeah, with his ponytail. I didn't even know he had a ponytail.
Yeah. Who is that? You recognize him as like a typical UFC bouncer?
No, I don't. I didn't know he had a ponytail until he turned to the side. I'm like, oh shit. He's Samoan.
So what are these guys thinking here? Are they visualizing killing the other guy?
That's what I would be doing.
Forward.
It doesn't even look like Izzy's really staring at him, but that's what I would be doing. I mean, that's the worst. I feel like that's the worst part of the whole thing is the UFC hype.
Let's go get our cars. Let's go.
But I also feel like that would make you the most comfortable because you get to see your opponent like 30 times that week. You know what I mean? Like in normal fights, you don't get to see your opponent except on weigh-ins and then the day of the fight. But I feel like
you're saying the more you see him, the more comfortable you get.
Oh yeah, the more you size him up, the more you can see like, you know, how he stands, like how he looks at you. If he looks at you at the corner of his eye sometimes when you guys aren't supposed to be looking at each other. And yeah, I mean, I feel like you got to beat the last fight I fought in the UFC. That my guy was doing that to me. He was like, Johan was like checking me out from the side eye. And then like every time he see me, he's like, hey, how you doing? You know? And I'm like, I'm doing good. You know, I'd shake his hand and then just go back to doing what we're doing, you know? And that's why it threw me off so hard when we went to face off and he tried to get in my face with like the little hands up. And I'm like, this is not you, bro. Like, what? You just over here practically holding hands with me in the back. And now you're trying to get all tough in front of Dana White. So I knew he wasn't about it. And then he was asking me like 6 times in the ring, like, can we touch hands? Are we touching hands before we start? Are we touching hands? And I'm like, yes. I mean, I guess that's how everyone starts. Calm down,
what
buddy.
a weirdo.
Yeah, it was just super strange. He's Canadian though, so
makes sense. Yep. I got the fastest submission at my first BJJ comp, 9-second armbar. Elaine Badejo. I hate kids who do that to the other kids. Damn it, Elaine.
Look at that. Heidi, she's hyping you up. Heidi, she said you're gonna get 9-second choke.
I like that. That's great.
There's a clip here. It says, try to cancel me. This is a sit down. I don't know who Israel's sitting with, but I like this clip a lot.
Bro, go on my.
He's basically saying like, fuck you. Like I'm doing me.
Yeah, I see that. That was funny. The fucking X and XX. That was
and when he stood up for Joe Rogan at the press conference, I think that was kind of like that set like that new tone for him. Like, hey guys, I don't play the game. I set the rules.
Yeah, he and I found myself, you know, I don't really like the way Izzy is. But yeah, it's just thinking right there. He's right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I used to not like him too. Are you warming up to him?
No, I'm not.
okay.
No, still cold as ice towards him.
Okay. All right.
It's just, I mean, that's just the way I am. I mean, he just has a totally different kind of personality than I have. So, I mean, maybe that's just why I don't feel the same. But, I mean, he's right. Nobody's perfect, and he's just doing the best him he can be. You know what I mean? So nobody should hate on him. And I try not to hate on fighters just because when I got to UFC, I felt what they go through, a taste of it. The first UFC fight I had and the second UFC fight I was going to have against Ian Gary, I got over 150 message requests, and about 80 of them told me to slip my wrist and go kill myself because I don't belong in the UFC. And I'm like,
shit.
Oh my gosh, these random people are just saying this?
Wow.
I'm like, what did I do to these people? You know what I mean? And I mean, they were just bashing the hell out of me. So I kind of, I give him respect for being I couldn't imagine at that height of the game what people say to him just on random. You know what I mean? That would be, it'd be horrible to look in his inbox, to be honest. I'm glad my inbox was the way it was.
Heidi, you ever got that in your inbox? Hey, you should just slit your wrist.
No, not that. Haven't got that yet.
Yeah, that's
a poster in the bathtub too.
How do those people go to bed at night?
I don't know, dude. And they all come from a stupid ass account that has one photo of fucking, something stupid and no profile picture. And I'm like, okay, guy.
And so one post, they're private. The whole, yeah.
And I'm like, dude, thanks for messaging me this. I feel great. Now I'm gonna go out and try to do my best at fighting.
Heidi welcomes all in her box. That's so sweet.
That's cool. Sorry.
Damn it, Travis.
Why would he do this?
I edited that a little bit.
I'm wearing his sweatshirt and he's doing that to me. I don't
That's horrible.
Where's the fat middle-aged guy that used to be on these shows? He was fun. Okay, Magnus. All right. Let's be nice to Justin.
Hey, Caleb, get a Southern accent and then you can be Justin.
There you go.
All right.
Start talking Southern and then we.
Good, nice. I want to show you one more video of Alex, and then we'll spend a little time with Justin and Chandler here. They deserve the time. Either one, Alex is the real deal, or Alex knocks out Strickland. I just want you guys to know any of those 3 hype videos of Alex. You guys just have to know that this is a big fight. This is something else. Here he is. This is in Maine. He's training at Glover Teixeira's gym. By the way, some of you might not know this, but the largest congregation of Brazilians in the United States is in Maine, which is a trip because it's cold as shit up there.
Yeah, they tripped hard. I don't know why they did that, but I heard it's beautiful up there too. So,
do we get any audio? Watch that left. Watch that left. All right. Worth probably spending the money to watch the fight just to see that fight. But fighting. This is
my favorite fight on the card right here.
Dustin versus Chandler, which is crazy because this will be 3 fights before the main event, which is just nuts.
Wait, who's in between them?
Zhang and Carla.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my goodness.
These are both very dangerous men. Very, very dangerous. Dustin is 28-7. Michael Chandler is 23-7. Chandler is 36 years old. This is a 3-round fight, and these are 5-round fighters. We'll ask Darian in 1 second what that means, what the implications are of that. Dustin has never lost 2 fights in a row, and I think he just came off of a loss to Oliveira. No?
I think he came. Didn't he do his last win against Conor McGregor?
No,
or no?
Just lost.
Oh, he
to
did.
To Oliveira, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And let's not forget that Chandler is a Division I All-American wrestler. On a side note for you trivia buffs, Justin debuted his fight, his UFC fight, on Frankie Edgar main card. And now Frankie Edgar is also on this card, but Frankie's retiring. This will be Frankie's last fight. What do you think? What does it mean that this is a three-round fight, Mr. Weeks?
I mean, this should be explosive from bell to bell. From bell to bell. And I see an upset. I see Michael Chandler knocking Dustin clean out.
Wow.
Clean out. And
that would do wonders for Michael. He kind of needs that. Not that I think anything bad of him, but it would speak volumes.
I just see that just because his explosion is unlike any other. He can go from one side of the ring to the next. And
like Yoel Romero, you think he's a little Yoel Romero?
Yes, I definitely do. And it's just, and I feel like Dustin
he's 36. He's old.
Thank you, Heidi. He is old.
He's not old. He's just ripe. That's all it is. And I just feel like I don't know, Dustin's never fought no one with that explosion. No one can go from A to B like he can, and he's so compact. And this dude fights 155 and he walks around at 215 pounds.
Who, Chandler?
Yes.
Wow.
He's humongous as a 5'9" man. Like, he's crazy huge. So I mean, I'm excited about this fight. This is a great fight.
I think on another note, they both have fought some of the best guys. You can't even really look at their records and believe
the talent.
Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira, Dan Hooker, Benson Henderson. But Dustin's even crazier. The guys Dustin has fought, I think he's beat 5 champs in his weight class. Let's look at this crate. Charles Oliveira lost to, but he beat Conor McGregor twice, beat Dan Hooker, lost to Khabib, beat Max Holloway, which is Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Anthony Pettis. These are all wins for him.
Yeah, crazy.
Jim Miller. Oh, he lost to Michael Johnson. Wow, beat up Bobby Green.
Oh, yeah, he did lose to Michael Johnson, but that was early in his career, and I think he fought at 145.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he beat Bobby Green. That's dope.
Oh, shit. He lost to Conor.
Yeah,
was that Conor's first fight?
No, it wasn't Conor's first fight. I think it was like his second, but they were talking mad shit to each other. That's when Conor ate him up in his head. That was at 145 as well.
That's right.
Yeah, and he put that boy to sleep. So that's my favorite thing about this Poirier, to have 2 wins against Conor McGregor back to back would feel wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful
for his bank account.
Yeah, that's true. And to have one be when you broke his leg after he was saying how your wife was in his DMs, like, oh yeah, bitch,
yeah,
go walk home.
Chandler needs the win.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Tell me.
I agree too. His only win is against Tony Ferguson. Oh, and Dan Hooker. Oh, I totally forgot that. Shit.
And his win against Tony Ferguson was pretty impressive.
The only person to really put Tony Ferguson out. No one's ever put Tony Ferguson out, and he made it. I thought he killed him.
He put him out 3 times in one fight with one kick.
Yeah. I thought he was dead. I'm not gonna lie. The first fucking initial blow, I'm like, he killed a guy. But that's the explosion I'm talking about. Like, and that's just in his legs. Just imagine, the right hands he could be able to throw. I feel.
Was that this year or last year?
It was this year.
May. It was May.
Man, yeah. Nasty. He's such a savage.
All right.
Michael Chandler came to our state fair one time too, and I was gonna go run up on him and punch him just to get the hype of the story,
Have someone film it and set the fight up.
Yeah, just hit him and be like, "This is the fight to make. We fought at the state fair."
Heidi, is Conor McGregor washed up?
Oh yeah, he's done, dude.
Hey.
He's done.
He makes whiskey now. That's it. That's a sure sign that you're washed up.
He's just a certain point you have too much money and you just can't go back to that place where you have to be that scrappy and kind of desperate. Like, I have to win this fight. I need the money. It's like you get a certain level of comfort, which maybe Poirier has that because he beat Conor.
Dustin did use that as an excuse for why he lost to Oliveira.
Right.
That hot sauce line.
Yeah.
He said he got soft. He said he was doing it for the wrong reasons, and he's going into this fight for the right reasons, which is just to beat up Chandler.
And I feel like with Conor McGregor, you did it. You have a legacy, and you made it to where your family is financially safe for many, many years. Just wrap it up, brother.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
You think we'll see him
Enjoy
again, Heidi? You think he'll listen to your advice, or no? He comes back.
Yeah, maybe I should message him. I think he will try to come back. I think he can't resist being in the scene. He wants to be the center of attention. He likes that. So I think he'll keep trying to come back, but hopefully he just keeps getting embarrassed. I don't know.
It almost seems like he doesn't care to lose. He's just like, cool,
he's like,
at least I got in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe he is okay with just being in the ring. Maybe it just does something for, his person. But I feel like he should stay out with a good memory of his name. He doesn't want to wash that memory away with 10 losses in your last 10 fights. So
Yeah.
I think we could have got more out of him, but I think you're right. I think he's done.
Yeah. Well, I feel that kind of way about Anderson Silva. It's like he was like the best, and then now it's like all this extra stuff on the end of his career. It's like, dude, you should have just went out.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
You have to sit there and have the end of your career be a loss to a YouTuber. You mother.
Oh, damn. Oh, you had to say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that kid was on Disney Channel and he beat your ass, Anderson Silva. He was on Disney Channel when you were beating people up, and now he's the one that beat you up. That's crazy.
Yeah, this was the saddest one. He doesn't want to Chuck Liddell himself. Watching Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz fight, that was not a fight. Chuck Liddell looked like he had cerebral palsy or something.
He was on drugs bad back then though. Chuck Liddell
No, I mean the most recent one. I mean the one that was like a year ago. You probably didn't even see it. They had they had like an old man fight, dude, and Chuck Liddell didn't.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's kind of like when Vitor Belfort fought Evander Holyfield. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Vander wasn't even home, right?
Wasn't even home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it was. Chuck Liddell, no one was home. It was like they just pushed him out into the ring.
Yeah, that's horrible. No one wants to do that. And if you don't look like Mike Tyson going into a fight now in your 50s, don't do it.
That was kind of crazy watching Tyson and
Roy Jones
fight. That was weird. Impressive as fuck.
Impressive, especially with Tyson. Like you could tell. The most impressive thing was you could tell the whole time that Mike Tyson was holding back. I'm like, oh my gosh, he could just knock this dude out cold, and he's choosing not to. What a man. What a self-controlled human being.
Tito was unbeatable until he started dating that porn star. I'd like to hear more about how that theory, what the two have in common. Like what exactly are you implying?
What exactly did it? But that's
Is that a correlate or a cause? Sorry, Heidi, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that's why I feel sad that Frankie is fighting again. He's like one of my favorite fighters, and he loses, and I get so sad. And I'm like, dude, just stop. You're 40. What is he? 40 something?
Yeah, he doesn't even look the same. Did you see his ears at the press conference? They were both like this. I started touching my ears immediately, and I'm like, pray to God that they don't do that. Like, I will cut them off if that happens.
It's sad to me.
Tito definitely wasn't edging. All right, fair. Can we pull up and make our picks? We will start with Heidi because this is a sexist show and the ladies always go first.
Perfect. I like to be there. I like it that way. All right, I'm picking. Well,
if you don't let the ladies go first, you'll be sleeping outside. Just extrapolate, take that and run with that to explain your whole life. Just think of everything, all activities, and just run with it. Okay. Let's just do the top three here. Okay. Forget these guys at the bottom. We'll start with Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler. Heidi picks.
I pick Poirier. Chandler's old. Oh no.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I picked Poirier.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Dustin too.
come on, Beaver. Let's pick Chandler.
I'm picking Chandler as well.
Let's go.
All
I
right.
don't like Dustin's hot sauce.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's
Have you
gross.
tried it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I have.
would
It
like
tastes
to-
like shit.
You might have
I'm gonna
low.
order some.
I'd like to order some too. You've had some, Darian?
It's way too hot.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Can't even enjoy your food. He's from Louisiana. He made it
Oh.
way too hot.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I know.
Got that
Oh.
body strength.
Okay. Hey, Carla Esparza's. Did you watch any of the Embedded? Her camp. It's like, did they give everyone in her camp a Valium? Yeah, she's on top of her game. Carla's something special.
I did not watch that. Damn. Well, then that's even more of a reason not to pick Carla if her camp went as well as the interviews did.
I don't know if they were afraid of the cameras or what, but they don't seem to have. There's no energy there.
You know what? I'll feel so crazy if Carla does beat Wei Ling out of some weird,
Like some Michael Bisping shit.
some Michael Bisping shit.
Call her
Michael
hi.
Bisping. What's up, Sevan?
Hi.
Dude, I got I think Jawa is gonna baptize Carla Esparza. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Darian said she's gonna rearrange her brain.
I'm telling you.
Bro, I'm thinking like CTE for sure.
Put her in the
But
put her in the crucifix and just beat her. One of those fights that Heidi said she really didn't want to see. I don't like those ones either.
Yeah. But I really called in because I'm Nigerian. So I got a rep for Izzy. I really hope this time he puts homeboy to bed. Because the first fight he won, the second one, okay, fine, he got knocked out, whatever. But this third one, I think he's got to make it happen. Nigeria took an L with Usman losing last time, so we got to come back strong now.
Oh my God, that Usman fight! I can't wait to see. That division is so amazing. Okay, so
It's
you got
ridiculous.
Izzy.
They're so
That's
good.
fair. I respect that. Hey,
Heck
how long
yeah.
you were born in Nigeria or your parents are Nigerian?
No, I was born there.
And what year when did you come? How old were you when you came to the States?
We came around like 4 or 5 years old. I just got my citizenship maybe like 6 years ago.
Oh, bro, congratulations. That's cool as
Good
shit.
deal.
Yeah. Just in time.
And what do your parents do?
My dad, he works in cybersecurity. He's some like confidential. I'm not sure what he does really. And my mom,
He'd have to kill you if he told you.
Pretty sure. I mean, my dad was in some weird stuff. He was a customs agent in Nigeria, so he's always been in some like clandestine behavior.
And
Dang.
you're a customs agent in Nigeria. That means you work for the cartel. I'll decode that for you.
Oh my goodness!
Every
gracious.
time I've gone to Africa, the customs is just where they fucking take some of your shit.
Hell yeah!
And what's your mom do?
She's a nurse. She's a registered nurse.
God, these fucking Nigerians are the hardest working, highest educated
People in the world.
Such good people.
She was
yeah.
a diplomat before we came here, actually, and then we had to leave because our government kind of went to the crapper, so we had to start all over again.
Yeah, they need to take after they build the wall between Mexico and the United States. They need to build a bridge to Nigeria.
Oh my goodness!
Well, I
That'd be
swear to
good.
God, if you look at the success rate of Nigerian immigrants, it's off the fucking chart.
Hey man, I've been Nigeria's CrossFit champ the last 3 years, so we're doing something right.
You've been what? Say that again.
I've been the national champ the last couple of years.
Oh, awesome! No shit, I didn't even know. What's your name?
Dave.
Dave. All right. Well, thank you for calling. And we'll write down your pick here. You have it. Dave from Nigeria has Izzy because he is
Damn right.
wants some a home country winner. All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
Later.
Bye. Okay, Carlos Barla, Weili Zhang, Darian is saying, and maybe it will be a miracle. I mean, Bisping won his last two. I mean, he won the title with the miracle against Luke Rockhold or Weidman. Was it Weidman? And then beat
Weidman.
Rockhold with the miracle.
Yeah. But
and Anderson Silva, didn't Anderson Silva knock him out and then but the judge didn't call it, and then Michael Bisping got up and beat his ass.
yeah. And at the end of the round. So who knows? Carla may be on the tear. But I'm not gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna pick Weili.
I like Weili too. She seems cool.
You said same, Heidi?
Same.
Same. And I will let you know, Heidi, this will be one of those fights that you do not want to see.
Like go to the bathroom or something during this one.
I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Someone's face is gonna look totally different, and it's gonna be stupidly ugly. Even if Carla wins, even if in Sam Hale that she wins, her face will still never be the same. I promise.
She'll be Chuck Esparza when she's done.
I feel like she always gets her face fucked up.
Oh, well, then she might be used to it. Maybe it won't affect her. Maybe it won't even affect her. She's like, yeah, I love this shit.
Well, yeah.
Dave the Nigerian.
Fucking spam, dude.
I'm just gonna ask if he's a Nigerian prince.
Hey, these people come from the other. They just change their names around. He has like some other name, like Wadudu or something, and then he's like,
"Oh my god,
I'm fucking Dave."
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It's just the way it is.
Oh no!
It's just the way it is. Like if Weili Zhang lived in the United States, she would change her name from Weili to just like Carol.
To Carol. Oh, my name's Carol.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh my goodness!
You just get tired of people fucking your name up, and you're like, I'm done with this shit. Okay.
Go ahead.
So we all agree Zhang's gonna just put it to her. It's gonna be horrible. If you don't like to see a mismatch, is it a mismatch even? I think it is.
I think it is. I mean, I know Carla's a champ, but it's definitely a mismatch. There's
only been 6 strawweight champions in the history of the UFC. Just so you guys know how long that belt's been around. Not long at all. And Carla Esparza was the very first UFC women's strawweight, and now 8 years later, she became the strawweight champ again by the fucking grace of fucking Rose's insanity.
Grace of God. Wait, I changed my pick. I'm picking Carla.
Oh,
who knows what happened? Maybe she's blessed. We're not thinking about this. Like she did just beat Rose Namajunas. I'm changing it. Carla, let's go.
And you know Rose beat Zhang twice in 1 year, 2021. So who knows?
Yeah. I'm putting my chips on Carla.
Transitive property.
Okay, let's say Carla does win. How do you think she does it, Darian? What do you think that looks like?
Oh, she has to wrestle her way to a win. There's no way. There's no other way. Have you seen her stand up? It's simply, it's awkward.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. So she has to, and maybe that's what'll throw Wei Ling off. Like the awkwardness that Carla's halfway punching and then shoots a takedown. Yeah, I say she'd have to do it by wrestling. And maybe she'll submit her. I don't know.
I think if they get on the ground, Zhang is so strong, Carla's going to be like, what the heck is going on?
She's so strong. So when she punched Joanna Jacek this last time, Joanna Jacek levitated and then hit the ground. And I said, how? How was she even able to do that? And she is so disciplined in her training. I told you before, right, that we trained together, me and Wei Ling.
No, or if you did, I forgot.
She beat the dog. I mean, she didn't beat the dog out of me, but the type of force that she was putting towards me made me want to. It almost made me want to hit her like she was a grown man. I'm like, I'm finna mess this bitch up. Like, what is she doing?
Like she needs some warning shots to take a step back.
Yeah, like because we were even just doing drills. You know what I mean? Like we were doing like some punch kick drills, and every time she landed a punch or a kick, I mean, she was just torquing it. And I'm like, who the does she think she is? I mean, she's no taller than you are, Sevan. So I'm like, man, should I hurt her or not? I don't know what to do.
She's 5'3". Hey, do you think Wei Li is a real name? No, she was kidnapped at birth, and she was taken from her parents at birth and trained to be a fighter. No, her real name is like Jijing something.
Oh my god.
Okay,
we're good.
I'm gonna go with Zhang. Who are you gonna go? Oh, David Adolis Senguin. Oh,
that's his name. Oh, get that.
All right, fine. You win.
Oh shit. I tried to screenshot that.
Heidi, who do you have between Carla and Wei Li?
I have Wei Li.
Caleb.
I'm gonna go with Carla because maybe she's just a stone cold killer who's just chilling.
Hey, you guys put $10 on Carla. I bet you get the payout's like $3 million.
I bet it is. I'm going right now to do it. I'm doing it right now.
It's gonna be one of the most lopsided
bets ever.
Odds ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, her. Oh, maybe it wasn't that lopsided because she beat Rose already once. So.
Yeah.
And finally, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. I'm going with. Oh, you go ahead, Heidi. Sorry, you go ahead. Sorry.
You know, I was gonna go with Izzy, but I feel like the Alex guy's a little cuter. I'm gonna go Alex.
Hey, he's. I don't know if cuter is the right word,
Well,
but he's something.
he's something.
He's something. He's something special. He's. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if cuter is the right word, but
He's got a strong jaw, you know.
Strong
Looks
jaw,
hot, masculine.
maybe that's what's getting her, the strong jawline.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
hot.
gotcha.
I don't know if
around
cute's the right
face-off-
word.
The face off at the, Empire State Building or whatever bridge they were on. He was like, "I speak on Saturday." I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
Yeah.
that soldier. That's
It's very moody. Very
I
moody.
speak when I take you out Saturday. Mr. Weeks, who do you have, Israel or Alex?
well, not because he's cuter, but I'm gonna go with Alex.
Wow.
I know. Sorry.
Mr. Beaver.
I'm going with Izzy. He seems in it. I think he's ready.
I'm going with Izzy too. I am a little concerned though that the height might get to him.
Yeah,
That he
and
might
also,
be too anxious when he gets in the ring. You cannot stand in front of this guy.
also, I'm kind of a hater, and I just want to see a dynasty fall. So I just want to see all of his hard work go down the shitter.
Heidi, is this true? Heidi likes the strong, silent type.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
What the hell is this?
If you are in the area of Darian, what city do you live in?
Sedalia. Missouri.
Sedalia. If you're in Sedalia, Missouri,
Or Kansas City or Columbia, it doesn't matter. Come to the Weekly Barber. Come get your hair cut. Come get a bald shave. Come get the Sevan cut. We got you.
you have three shops.
No, I only got one, but
Oh,
they can travel.
right. If you're anywhere near Sedalia,
Anywhere near.
Missouri,
Yeah.
get up there and visit the Weekly Barber.
Visit the Weekly
If
Barber.
you're anywhere near Wisconsin, stay away from Heidi. And who the fuck knows where Kayla is hanging out. Thanks for joining us,
Don't come
guys. We
visit
will
me.
see you next Friday. Enjoy the fights tonight. Remember, I don't know what to remember. Tomorrow night's big night, though.
Let's get it.